Landfills. What a load of garbage. Trash in the past. Thousands of years ago, people living in ancient city of Troy in modern-day Turkey threw the garbage on the floors. When the floors grew filthy enough, the people would put another layer on earth so on top to bury the garbage. The Trojans piled so many layers of trash on the floors they had to raise the roofs of their house. You may laugh, but what we do today isn't so different. Ancient or modern people still have to figure out what to do with their trash, health and garbage. 1000 years ago, during the Middle Ages, people in Europe would throw their waste right in the middle of the street. At the time, people didn't understand the connection between public health and garbage. This filth attracted rats and fleas, which spread a deadly disease. The plague, also called the Black Death, killed 75 million of people worldwide. Trash today. Today, most people do not throw garbage on the floors or in the middle of the street. Instead, we put in trash cans. The garbage truck hauls it away, and we forget about it. But where exactly is away? When you put something in the garbage, it enters what is called the waste stream. The waste stream is the flow of garbage to its final location. Most of the garbage in waste streams goes to landfills, areas of land set aside for burying trash. What happens to you as trash? Compost garbage such as food, scrap, and yard waste break down into rich organic matter. That compost can be added to the soil to help plants grow. When trash is combusted for energy, waste can't be recycled. It's turned into heat, electricity, or fuel. Combustion is a controlled burning process that also reduces the volume of trash. Most of the ash that results go to landfills. How much trash do we create? The world creates more than 2.6 trillion pounds, 1.2 trillion kilograms of trash each year. That's about what 118 two great pyramids of Egypt would weigh. The Americans make up only 5% of the world's population but create 25% of the world's waste. The average American creates 4.5 pounds, 2 kilograms of trash every day. Paper and products such as cardboard packaging make up a lot what American toss. Follow the trash. A garbage truck carries our trash to a landfill. The truck unloads the garbage into a cell, a storage space for garbage. Then a heavy truck drives over the garbage with large spiky wheels and smashes it down. At the end of the day, a bulldozer covers the trash with dirt so that it's less exposed to the elements. Burying the garbage also helps keep up with wildlife and reduce the odor. Follow the track. Then a heavy truck drives over it, the garbage with large spiky wheels and smashes it down. At the end of the day, a bulldozer covers the trash with dirt so that it's less exposed to the elements. Burying the garbage also helps keep up with wildlife and reduce odor. Building a landfill. Landfills vary in size. Usually, a gigantic hole is dug up about 200 feet, 6 to 1 meter, and wide and up to half a mile, 805 meters deep. The garbage can't be dumped straight into the ground, although because some of the garbage is toxic. As trash breaks down, its toxic parts mix with rainwater to produce leachate. Leachate is often toxic liquid that are drained or leached to the landfill. You picture a landfill like a giant swimming pool. The leachate is the liquid inside. If not collected and treated, the leachate will either drain through the bottom or overflow. A heavy plastic liner keeps the leachate from escaping while pipes running through the landfill remove the leachate. Sometimes the leachate is treated at the landfill site. Often, though, it's sent through the sewer system to the closed water treatment plant. Landfill must also be designed to deal with landfill gas. When garbage rots, it creates a gas called methane, which must be released or burned. Otherwise, it can cause explosion. Using methane. Methane from landfills can be used to generate electricity and fuel vehicles. The current landfill gas to energy projects in the United States can power more than 800,000 homes. These projects also keep methane from escaping into the atmosphere. That's good because methane is a powerful greenhouse gas. It traps heat in the atmosphere, which adds to global problem of climate change. A dump for trash. Garbage dumped inside of a landfill sits for a long time. Sealing the trash from air and water is like mummifying our garbage. Organic materials such as vegetables are biodegradable, and bacteria and other organisms would break them out in a short time. These organisms can't do the job though because they need air and water to survive. The plastic we throw away isn't biodegradable and can take thousands of years to break down. Worse still, the styrofoam cup you toss today would take more than a million years to turn to dust. Landfills of the future. New bioreactor landfills have garbage decomposed. In these landfills, air and liquids are pumped to the trash so the decomposers can break it down, speeding up the decomposition time. In a landfill leaves more space for new trash to be buried. Bioreactor landfills can extend the lifespan of a landfill by as much as 20 years. It can take 30 to 50 years to fill a landfill. Full landfills are often kept with clay, plastic material, and then a layer of soil allow plants to grow. Closed landfills can be turned into parks, playgrounds, or open areas. Even after they are kept though, landfills cannot be forgotten. A 2008 study found that 82% of the landfills studied were liquid. No liner can keep all liquids out of the ground for all time. Eventually, liners will either degrade, tear, or crack, reports the Environmental Protection Agency. When that happens, toxic liquids will escape and pollute the soil and groundwater. Not in my backyard. The United States may have lots of land, but that doesn't mean it's easy to find space to build new landfills. People often don't want one in their neighborhood because they worry about noise, pests, and pollution. Some states actually shift their trash across the state lines to get rid of it. The number of U.S. landfills is dropping. The country has 6,300 open landfills in 1,090 and 990. By 2011, it had only 3,030 open landfills. 2,300 open landfills. The new landfills are bigger and better, but the trash has to travel farther to reach them. The United States burns more fossil fuels each year in order to lay the trash to rest. Coming to a landfill near you. Shipping trash across state lines solves one problem, but it costs us another. The farther we have to move trash, the more expensive it becomes. Take New York City. For years, that city's garbage only traveled a few miles to Staten Island. Today, New York City sends its trash to states such as Ohio, Pennsylvania, and West Virginia. It spends more than 300 million a year to move its garbage to faraway landfills. Moving that amount of trash that far also costs the planet. That's because it creates hundreds of thousands of tons of carbon dioxide each year. Like methane, carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas that causes climate change. A legacy of trash. We don't know how long it will take our trash to break down or how long the landfill liner will last. What we do know is that each of us has a choice about what we do with our garbage. About half the things we throw away could be recycled and kept out of landfills. We can also reduce that amount of garbage we are creating each day by buying less in the first place. We may not throw trash on our floors anymore, but that doesn't mean the things we throw away go away. What will people in future say about